So here we have an inequality. 7 times 4 minus 3x is greater than negative 7 minus 14x. Okay, well, if we were to try to solve this, the first thing we should do is simplify the parentheses on the left hand side. So let's take this and distribute the 7 in there. Okay, and that's going to give us 7 times 4 is 28, and 7 times negative 3x is negative 21x. And on this side we have minus 7 minus 14x. Now remember what else we're trying to do. We're trying to simplify, we're trying to isolate the x's. So let's move the x's all over to the left hand side. And that means taking this negative 14x and moving it to the left. And taking the 28 and moving it to the right. Okay? It's because we want x's on one side, numbers on the other side. Now remember, the pieces that moved across the inequality sign, they're going to change sign. So our next line, we're going to have the 28's gone, so we're going to be left with the negative 21x. And then we brought this negative 14x over. Now, as it moves across the inequality sign, it changes its own sign. So minus 14x becomes plus 14x. Okay, then we have the inequality sign, and over here we have negative 7. And we also brought the 28 across to the right hand side. So it was 28, we bring it across to the right hand side. Since it moves across the inequality sign, we have to change the sign of the 28. So 28 becomes negative 28. Okay, now let's tidy up. So we have negative 21x plus 14x. They're like, because they're both x's. They have different signs, so we're going to subtract 14 from 21 is 7x. And use the sign of the bigger number. 21 is bigger than 14, so we use the minus. Is greater than or equal to minus 7 minus 28. These are just numbers, so they're like, and we can add them. Same sign, so 7 and 28 is 35. And they were both negative, so we keep that sign. Now we have negative 7x is greater than negative 35. Okay, that means we're going to have to divide by negative 7. Okay, so we're going to divide by negative 7. And if we do that, we have negative 7x divided by negative 7. And we have negative 35 divided by negative 7. But if you remember, one of the things about inequalities is that when we multiply or divide by a negative number, we have to reverse the inequality symbol. So it was greater than, we're now going to make it less than. Okay? So, and this is very important. If you divide by a negative number, you reverse the inequality sign. Well, the negative 7's will cancel, and that leaves you with just x is less than, and negative 35 over negative 7. A minus divided by a minus is a plus. So 35 divided by 7 is 5. So it's plus 5, or we can just make it 5. And that's our answer. Okay, x is less than 5. So the final thing to do is to graph this on the number line. And if we want to graph it on the number line, let's do it like this. We'll draw our number line. The solution is going to be centered around 5, so put 5 in the middle and mark a couple of numbers on either side. You don't have to do this too accurately, but you just want to show a couple of numbers on either side. We're going to draw a circle around 5. Okay. Now we're not going to color it in this time, because there was no or equals to, so we're not going to color it in. But the arrow is pointing to the left, so we'll shade to the left. Okay. And here's an algebraic version of the solution, and here is a graphical solution, a graphical version of the solution. Okay? Alright, hopefully that made sense to you, and you followed along, and you're able to do a couple of problems now yourself. Thanks for watching.